Hello and welcome to my humble abode. Yes, I'm a lovely diva and traveled the world and done many things and, all at the age of 27. No, that's not me. Hello, my name's Deanna Hodges. I am 27 and I am a diva spelled with 2 E's, not an I. I'm a freelance fashion designer and owner of HelloDeeva. And I am a diva, but not the traditional way that you may think. I do always believe in talent and style over attitude. And you will see that in some of my works. With being a freelance designer, I'm also a part-time home health provider. So come into my house and see the real diva. This is some of my family. I am a single mom, and this is my mother and my 2 Jaybirds. And that's Jaden, and this is my daughter Jada. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, and they're, like I said, I'm a single mother, and they're my strength, and they provide me with learning a lot of patience. I was born and raised here in San Antonio, and I am the baby of the family, the 6th child. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So imagine that household. It created this crazy person you see before you now. It was great because having a large family like that, we didn't have a lot of money. I had a very humble start. So being in a household like that, my oldest sister is about 17 years apart from me, and the youngest boy closest to me is 8 years apart from me. So I was very much the baby in the household. So it was great at times because I got to sit back and join in the fun with them, and we did a lot of stuff at home and putting on shows for my mom and being very creative. And then also by being the baby of the family, I was allowed several freedoms. By the time I was older, my parents were a lot older, so they were a lot more laid back and allowed me to be very free. And I always had the baby mentality. I was able to be free and do what I wanted, and I always knew my family had my back. And I went to Breckenridge High School here in San Antonio, where I majored in, I did my basics, but also cosmetology and media productions. I knew very early on that I wanted to do something image driven. So I tried to pick up any skills that I could at the time. We didn't have a design school here for high school age. So after graduating there at age 16, I graduated there in 3 years, and I headed off to Texas Women's University, to live out my dreams. My parents would not let me go out of state. So I was so happy to find a school that was wonderful for design, and it fit the style and the size that I wanted in classrooms and the budget. So being there, I juggled a lot of things from, just living on campus, living away from my parents, being independent for the first time, going off to college at 17. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed my experience. I have a lot of friends that I have then that I still have today that are close friends of mine. And then midway through there, I came back to San Antonio to do an internship at Painted Pony. I pretty much harassed the lady until she gave me an internship. They're very slim in this state. And again, I was, younger, and my mom still didn't want me to go out of state, so I didn't really have the luxury of going to another state and having an internship. So I harassed the woman. I called her, I sent her letters, I had my professor call her. So finally she gave me an internship, and she was super hesitant to give me an internship because she had interns before. She said it was more trouble than it was worth. So I just begged and begged and begged and was very persistent, and she gave me my first internship, unpaid. Within 2 weeks, I was getting paid. I was a great asset to that company. I still go and visit her sometimes. It was a clothing manufacturer, and she sold off to boutiques and online stores. And it's all based out here in San Antonio, and it's still a company that exists here now. So from there, I went back to school and I graduated from Texas Women's University, where I received my BA in fashion design. And then after that, different things, you know, occurred in my life. What some people may be surprised to know, well, not really people that know me, is that I do draw my strength, because after that graduation, I was hit with quite a few things. I lost my job after college, and I found out I was pregnant with my daughter now, who's Jada. And at that time too, I also found out that my son had autism. So we moved back here to San Antonio, and I had my daughter, and a week before I had her, my grandmother passed from cancer. So I'm still here stationed in San Antonio, and it was where for some people it knocked them down. For me, it showed great strength. Drawing from that strength, I came back home, and I can show you where HelloDeeva had started. So come with me to my workroom. When I made it back, I did a lot of retail jobs. But finally in 2008 was the turning point. And look at my lovely workroom, which is also my children's room, which you see little kid stuff. This is the kids' room / like my shoe closet and their clothes and their extra toys and my other arts and crafts stuff, because I'm a very crafty person. Like I was saying, in 2008, I decided to Obama was elected, and I decided to pack up and go to Dallas and pick up some friends, and we went to DC, which was so inspiring for the inauguration. Like, it was so cold for a Texan. But I think a little bit of the excitement and hope and everything, and being around united minds, like millions of united minds, and happiness, got me through. But coming back to a retail job where I was underpaid and underappreciated, like, I was like, I have to make my own change and do what I really wanted to always do, which was have my own company. Third year in college, I really realized that I wanted to do plus size stuff. I stopped making the sample size 8s. I stopped competing in stuff that would only allow like size 8s to compete in, and I just really wanted to design for the plus size woman. Oftentimes you go in the stores, and although we know the stats of plus size women and the buying power and the actual large number of women who are actually plus size, when you go into a store, you see a very small area, and then within that, the actual design, it's not a big array. Like, my mom is plus size, my older sister is plus size, I'm plus size, and we all have different style. My sister is a little bit more conservative. My mom's in her 60s. Me, her, and my sister should not be wearing the same thing, or don't want to wear the same things. So I want to have just as much variety. So I decided to start with HelloDeeva. I started designing and did one of my first shows, which was called Curves and Color, and this was like one of the pieces, and I did jumpsuits. And then I was able to do just full on like blouses and dresses, and a lot of different textures and colors, and experimented with a lot of different shapes. So that was a show that I will always love. It was my first show in San Antonio, and I kind of got over like that obstacle. And you know, I kind of take obstacles and take them in and get it done. Like, I'm just one of the type of people that do well under pressure. I don't know many designers that could design in their children's room. You know, I am making full-on sequence gowns and dresses in this amount of space. You know, I have a portable table that I pull out and I sew on and I do my pattern making. This is my only mannequin that I love and I drape on her, and I pull out, you know, not to toot my own horn, but some lovely pieces, custom pieces that I do for clients. So when I started Deeva, and still now, the capacity that I work on is usually custom pieces for other women. I also do a lot of samples for my you know, for shows that I'm in, as promotions, and for my website, and I sell those samples. I do t-shirts, and I'm very crafty, so I do jewelry and all different kind of things. Newly I'm doing custom crystallized shoes with a friend of mine. So I'm kind of everywhere because I feel like style goes beyond just the garment that you have on. I want full images for the HelloDeeva woman. I draw inspiration from a little bit of everything, not the typical things. I'm not the designer that loves to shop. I shop with purpose. I love some magazines, mostly for certain articles. I'm not very like label conscious or love labels. The only label that I'm absolutely in love with is HelloDeeva. No, but I do love a lot of independent plus size design. There are a lot of designers out there doing their thing. But I have friends who are in poetry and musicians and artists and different things like that. So that's where I draw my inspiration. And then a lot of times I just go, when I'm up in Dallas, I'll go to like a fabric store and just walk around. And usually fabric kind of speaks to me and tells me what to do with it. So that's where a lot of my projects start. As far as like decades, the 70s hands down is my favorite decade. Like there's no better decade. Like I will argue you all day because I really feel that there's a variety within that. There are like disco queens that have their thing going on, and you have like the Black Panther party of being so like inspired and loving themselves and loving like having this ethnic pride. Also you have like hippies and like this post-war feel to it. So I just love the 70s. In all my pieces, you know, you will see like even this simple black jumpsuit with, you know, gold trim and gold belting. You will see it in everything. You'll see the disco queen, you'll see the hippie, you'll see the ethnic pride woman, you will see her somewhere, you know, laced in my stuff. So I want to continue that and dealing with a certain clientele and still doing custom work, but I really want to expand my own line and do manufactured pieces and, you know, be able to have people wear, because I find just as much enjoyment on my stuff being on a red carpet or at a special event that I also find just walking past a woman every day wearing one of my dresses. So I really want to expand my brand, and this is where I feel like Fashion Star will come in. It will be a platform, you know, for HelloDeeva to expand myself. I'm not looking for quick fame. Like I have a lot of personality, but I really feel like with my vision, my skills, my passion, and my drive, like I am your next fashion star. So cast me. I know you want to. I know you're feeling me. Okay, bye.